Okay, I know it's short notice and there's 39 of you here right now, but hopefully the numbers go out. I didn't go live. I usually don't do lives in 5 minutes notice because I like to give people a heads up, and I'm usually never on time either. I'm actually early. So, but welcome everybody. Okay, so it is happening. She is spilling the tea. All right, let's say hi to everybody real quick. And let's get into it. This is exciting. Ugh. What a day to come back. All right, so Payne, what's up? Diamond, ooh, oh, Diamond Girl, it's still your birthday. Yeah. Virgie, what's up? Lisa Cox, Brenda D, Karen, Addie, Sweets, I was supposed to be watching OC right now. Maureen, Melissa Jones, Pink Flamingo, Linda B, Ellie, Perfectly, Kelly All Day, Maria, Tanya, Steph, Sweets. All right, so backpedaling off the live we did earlier, Raria, I hope I'm saying her name the right way, is now spilling the beans. So, and I didn't want to post everything, I didn't want to do singular posts because that gets annoying. So, Raria writes, the first thing I will explain is why Hamza wants to move with his wife and the kids to another city, and you can find out the answer. I just want you to expose other people's lies. She's going in. Hey, Brooke. So now we got text. So now she's, I'm trying to hold my finger down so I don't lose my spot. So now she's posting the text between her and Memphis. So I'm trying to see which one. Who is who? So I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so on the right is Raria, which is Hamza's sister. On the left is Memphis. So Raria, the sister, I'm just going to call her the sister. The sister writes, Hamza does not mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he'd be sad to be with him alone. So I guess she's saying that he doesn't mind speaking with the ex-husband, but he doesn't want to be left alone with him. Then Memphis, I can read this in her robotic voice. Hamza needs to understand that Justin is a good guy and good father, and he only wants the best for everyone. Listen, Hamza should be happy. Without Justin, I could not have gone to Tunisia. So Justin is the baby's daddy, I guess, or whatever, or her ex-husband. I'm not sure. Sister Hamza, sister. This is a sister calling. This is very confusing. She's calling Memphis her sister. Hamza does not mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he feels so jealous when you go alone to his house. Okay. So, So now I guess Memphis is leaving Hamza there alone at the house while she, I guess, is doing something with the kids or with the ex. And then Memphis replies, Justin is not here. He is at work. And when he gets here, I will be leaving. I just can't leave the kids alone. That is life. She goes, I have children with him, and I'm not a child. I do not need a chaperone to... where's the rest of that sentence? Well, we'll never know how that sentence ends. Next one. So the sister's telling Memphis, Hamza, he doesn't feel angry about the kids or about your ex-husband. And you know that Hamza, he understands your situation, but he can't hide his feelings that he feels jealous when you're in your ex-husband's house alone. So it's not a problem. He can understand your situation, and you can understand how he's feeling too. This is normally how he would feel. He trusts you, but he can't accept that you speak with another man. Just by time, he will know Justin and he will trust him. So the sister is saying to Memphis, listen, this is all very new. He doesn't know this guy. It's a new country. It's a new culture. He's completely out of his element. Give him time. Give him time and he'll come around. I mean, what does Memphis expect, in like 1 week of him being there? I think she has unusually high expectations. Memphis's reply, well, he does not need to be with me then. Hold on. well, no, I'll say it. She already knew she was older than him. I mean, yeah, he may have lied about the age. He might have been a couple years younger. She knew that he couldn't speak any English. She knew that the whole thing was rushed. She went there to get married in 3 weeks and knocked up or pregnant, I guess. She knew within two weeks of being there that she was pregnant. Like, nothing's making sense. Zero. And to go back to what I was saying on IG just before I started this live, you know, it's very clear that the first set of text messages came from Memphis. It was Memphis's phone. It said, baby, you know, my baby on top. Memphis's messages were on the right. Hamza were on the left. So the messages came from Memphis in one way or the other. So either Memphis leaked them on her own. And, you know, what was leaked in the original set that I posted earlier was very one-sided. It was Memphis just going on and on and on and on and on, like really just nagging Hamza. And I hate to say nag, but I mean, it was just over and over again. And she's like, you know, just like how she was in the show, over explaining, over complicating things, you know, micromanaging, like going into minutia in details. And it was pretty much the same way in that text. So you know that shit came from her. And so it was very one-sided. So I'm thinking in my head, and I've been around this, you know, listen, we all know I've had cast members come to me and ask me to drop things, right? So now for my own years of experience with this, to me, this seems like she wanted it to be very one-sided, and she wanted everybody to feel bad for her that the kids are unhappy, that she's unhappy, that he's not putting any work into it. But that's not how I took all those messages that I posted earlier. I read them. I was like, poor guy, because it seems to me like no matter what he does, he can't get a break. And again, I think he came in here in either October or November of last year. By mid-November, she already is unhappy. She wants him to go. She's already talking about divorce. You know, she what did she expect? I mean, he doesn't even speak a lick of English. At least Molly, when Molly and brought Luis over, he could speak a little bit. The other argument you could have is that Memphis, you know, showed the DMs to one of her friends, like for advice. Can you look what he's doing? You know, what do you think? And then that person went ahead and leaked it behind Memphis's back, or turned on Memphis. I don't believe that. Because it's so one-sided. Oh, hey, guys, I'm not even looking at the people who are here because I'm like, I'm trying to keep up. Gina, what a hot mess of situations like soap opera. Chips are. Oh, thank you so much. I got a hankering for those ketchup chips. I'm telling you, I can't wait to have them. But
ketchup chips.
More are coming. Thank you, Gina. It's just wild. She rushed the whole thing when she was there. Well, we all saw it. Let's see what else. Let's see, because there's more. Moving on. Oh, wait, no. Is there more? Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So I read everything, but she's taking her time. I don't want to say like she's taking her time being snarky. She's just taking her time putting it together because I'm sure it's probably confusing. And again, English isn't her first language. So while we're in a little bit of a lull, let me say hi to everybody. And guys, if you are not a member and you would like to be, please hit the join button next to the subscribe button on my main page. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, your best bet is to try and either use it from a desktop or go through Safari on your iPhone or your iPad. Un momento, por favor. Hold on, I gotta help Cody. I have to assist Cody because he's got one hand. Give me 1 second. Ouch! I'm coming. Sorry about that. All right. This is better than what I've seen all season. I'm actually, I don't want to say I'm excited, but it's exciting. I don't know, in the gossipy bloggery world, this is, what do they call it? Good shit. Yeah, that's what they would call it. So, and I spoke to Rawia right before she started texting, putting the post up. And what she said was, I'm not going to post it because I didn't ask her. I'll just, I was just asking her like how much she was going to put in her story. And I asked her if she wanted to come up on here and discuss. I was really hoping she was going to. She still might. I don't know. She might not because of NDA. I don't know how. Not that that's ever stopped the cast member before. Oh my God, hey T. Hey John and Cody, Hamza is a pawn from Memphis. She's so bipolar that she's looking for a more pathetic her and Laura. Yeah, and like it only makes more sense now that she was with Laura. Because I'm like, Laura. And again, there's a reason why she was there. And I can't explain it. Because then I would be selling somebody else out and trying not to do that. But now, like all the dots are connecting because, let's not forget that Laura, Aladdin was Tunisian, and what Laura has to say about Tunisian men. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. So yeah, now it's all everything's like linking together. Why she was with Laura, they probably had a big old Tunisian men are the worst party at her house. So back to what Rawia was saying to me earlier, about a half hour ago. I said, "What are you putting in your story about the truth coming on?" I said, "I'd love to have you on my channel and explain it." She goes, "I will give the proof here and now. I hate the lies, and I will defend my brother." And I'm like, girl, I'm on your side. I am on your side. Pour some wine because this is going to get good. And I'm sorry, I just, here, I don't usually get mad about this, but there's the conversation we just had, a part of it. And there's, her saying that she's tired of the lies and she's going to give the proof now. So, I want more. Give me them texts. Like Kenya, give me the tea. I guess I could post what she has now. Let me. We'd all be lucky to have a sister like her. I know I would, because mine's a winner. Because I have the best sister in the world. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm sure the phones are ringing off the hook from like production, because this is not good at all. So, but while we're waiting for just other stuff to roll in, Raria had wrote earlier, after I had ended my first live, two Memphis lives, two lives in one day, and yet alone two Memphis lives in one day. I was telling Cody, I'm like, when's the last time? I'm like, when's the last time you have seen me this busy on Instagram? Like, what a day to come back to. I don't think I posted this much on Instagram.
We haven't stopped all day.
In like the last 4 months. Like it just hasn't.
Back and forth to the boys in blue, back and forth, and then dealing with everything today.
Yeah, and I was laying down on the couch, just about to start the OC season finale, and then Rabia, which I'm fine with because from what I heard, OC was horrendous anyways. So this is way more exciting. So Rari writes, "You are just trying to show your good side," and then in parentheses, it doesn't exist. "But your reality is worse. Ooh. You want to play the victim, but you are a cheat and your mask will fall soon. Who did she cheat on and is the baby Hamza's?" I don't think that baby's his. You know, I mean, come on. What else are you supposed to think when she's throwing cheating in there? And then all of a sudden, you know, her fourth hour into being in Tunisia. Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. He's like, you didn't even unpack your luggage yet. She goes, well, I know. It's like it was that quick. I mean, I'm not a woman. I guess I'm sure that, can you even find out that quickly? Tell me, can you find out you're pregnant 2 weeks into it? Because that's what she's claiming.
Well, if she was
would you
late, if she was late,
would you even get morning sickness that fast? Tell me, please. 97% of the people that follow me are women, so y'all would know better than me.
John, if she's late with her,
but
then that's when people
that
take
comes
the
once
test,
a month. Though.
Maybe it was around the time that it happened. I don't know.
Tell me, why are there crickets in the comments?
Because they're trying to find out too.
All right, Natalie said she found out when she was 2 days late. Like I said, okay. I have 0.00 experience in this department, so it just seems very quick to me. But okay, but she's saying you want to play the victim, but you are a cheat. What'd she cheat at? Did she cheat on Hamza? Did she cheat playing bridge? Did she cheat on a test? What did she cheat on? 2 days late is still 4 weeks pregnant. I don't know, guys.
Couldn't tell you.
Knock on wood, I've never had to worry about that. Let's see. And then Hamza follows right after her. And then he writes, when a person can, and I'm trying to fix the grammar as I speak, no shade. I know it's not their first language. When a person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. These lies will feel unfair. I mean, and that's what she was doing the whole time she was in Tunisia, controlling it. And if you've read the first bunch of texts that I posted, I mean, it was just demand after demand. Hamza, you have to do this. Just like on the show. How much do you have in your checking account? When are you going to do this? It's robotic and it's like a job. So he says, when a person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. These lies will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did. It doesn't sound too chummy. I don't know. Then that was the exchange between Kim and Lisa, and then back to Rabia. She's saying, I think it's time to talk about the truth and what my brother went through. Trying to make someone look bad and lying to them is inhumane. Every word I say, I have proof. Sending conversations and claiming that they are leaked is a stupid idea. So I think that's her in herself saying Memphis shouldn't have leaked them. And listen, none of us are there in that house. We don't know how it really is. I mean, Hamza can be all these terrible things that Memphis is claiming that he is. But, if I had to pick a side, and if I were to gamble, if my life depended on it, I would believe Hamza and the sister. Hands down, head over shoulders, 100%. Thank you, Kitty. I'm sorry. I'm missing so much in the chat. I'm kind of in my element right now. Thank you, Kitty. My desk is a mess from the other night. I don't know where any of my noisemakers are. I don't know. Let's see if she posted. Please tell me there's more. Oop, there's more. Okay. Next one. Okay, so now Rabia is saying, my brother wanted to move because he did not want to be put in the same place with her ex-husband, and he also wanted to find a job to help his wife and the kids, not for any other reason. Huh. when he did not want to move because he did not want to be in the same place with her ex-husband. Like, what do you mean? Like the same town? The same house? I wish he was here. But I probably wouldn't even be able to get. I don't even think I could even talk to her probably without translator. You know what I mean? It would be rough, I would think. Let's go over. You know, and I see, like, you know, in the first post, I put people in the comments, like, I feel so bad for Memphis. I'm like, huh? I mean, I didn't say anything. I was trying to be as neutral as possible. You know, good old neutral John. But no, I don't see this. I almost kind of see it like Memphis went over there, got herself a young hottie, and it was like almost like property for her, like almost like a pet. There was nothing romantic about it. It was like all business. It was all contracts and signing and deadlines and post-nups and prenups and you know, and for some, oh my God, I mean, I try not to look at the comments because of my brain fog. I'll lose my train of thought, but I can't let these all go. Thank you, Asha. I appreciate that. Hey, honey. Natalie. John, did you ever observe a nurturing? No. Have you? Has anybody? I think Memphis had like that one nice moment when she was with Hamza's mom and they were out. And then like Hamza's mom like ran over and hugged her. Hamza's mom, such a sweetheart. Like, what a great mom. And they have a great family. Like, I'm just but has anybody seen a nurturing side other than that? That's all I can think of. Comments. Memphis was a nurturing. So the more I'm thinking about it, you could test positive at 2 weeks. If she was trying to do it on purpose and testing constantly, but that would mean she got pregnant on purpose by him. But didn't she say she wanted to like? Or am I mistaken? Oh, am I thinking of Gino? No, Gino wanted to go there and knock Jasmine up. I don't think Memphis went there to get pregnant. She definitely went there to get married, but I don't think pregnancy was on the table. Hold on, let me post what she put down so far. That way people if you want to look, I'm going to post what she has on Instagram right now so far. At least it's not one post at a time. What is this? No. She took everything down. All her stories are down. Uh-oh, production got to him. Oh, God, please tell me I took screenshots on the phone while I was live. Oh, thank God I did. Whew. Okay, so breaking news. Hamza's sister just took everything down. I told you. What did I say in the beginning? Production is probably having a field day with them right now. Yep, everything's down. I'm going to message her. What happened? Did the show yell at you? Let's see if Hamza has anything up. Thank God I took the screenshots. Okay, make this make sense. This is Hamza from 22 hours ago. Has a picture of him in Memphis together. So 22 hours ago, him and Memphis are like smiling, happy. That could be an old pic. I don't know. And then his post about the controlling still up, but Rawi does everything's down. All right, now I gotta watermark that. That's gonna be I hate that. I wonder why it had to be production. But yeah, I don't understand how anybody could really be on Memphis' side. You know, I'm sure she does have some like good qualities. I don't think she's all bad. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think whatever idea she had in her head about this marriage and what was going to happen with it was completely different. You know, I don't know what was in her head. And for a nurse practitioner, you have to be pretty smart to be in that field. For someone that smart, can you really be that stupid? Like Jesse said, it's an illusion. You know, I feel like she just wanted like the hot little trophy husband who was going to sit home and take care of the kids while she went to work, and then she came home to like a nice cooked meal, and that was it. I want to know how much. All right, I really have to watermark these, and these are a pain in the ass to watermark. All right, hold on. Because all right, let's go over the text again that I saved. Again, the sister says to Memphis, Hamza doesn't mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he's sad to be left alone with him. And that coupling back to what she said about like the cheat thing, and the only thing I didn't get saved was, no, I had this saved. Ooh. For someone who's like had a rough couple of days, I'm on the money tonight. I had to pat myself on the back. Okay. And then, so she says that he's cheating. Maureen, with Lent over. Is Lent over on Good Friday or is it over on Easter? Well, you know, I already drank soda a few times. But I stuck to it mostly. I only really drank soda when I ran out of iced tea because iced tea is surprisingly more money than soda. I would think that iced tea would have been cheaper, but it's not. So when I would run out of iced tea, I would just like, you know, have a little sip. But so she goes, Memphis goes to her, Hamza needs to understand that Justin is a good guy and good father, and he only wants the best for everyone. So what is Memphis doing? Is she like, are they all in one house? Why would Hamza be left alone with her ex-husband for any amount of time? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And then Memphis goes, Hamza should be happy. Without Justin, I could not have gone to Tunisia. Was that great? And then the sister replies, Hamza does not mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he feels so jealous when you go alone to his house. Okay, so then they can't be in the same house if he gets mad when she's going to the house alone. But then he's also being left alone with him. Can somebody give me a situation where that would make sense? Like, would she have the husband drop the kids off to Memphis's house where Hamza is, and then maybe the husband sits there and kind of babysits the kids while he waits for Memphis to get back because maybe he doesn't trust Hamza, which he probably shouldn't because he doesn't know the guy and he doesn't speak English. I mean, God forbid, what if Hamza's babysitting and like an emergency happens where like something happens to the kids or he has to call 911 and he has to explain things? What a mess. um, so Memphis replies, Justin is not here. He is at work. So when she says Justin is not here, where is not here? Is it the house that they're in or his own house? What is happening? Justin is not here and he is at work. And when he gets here, I will be leaving. I just can't leave the kids alone. And she goes, that is life. I have children with him and I'm not a child. I do not need a chaperone. And then the rest of that's cut off. And the sister keeps telling Memphis, he doesn't feel angry about the kids or about your ex. You know Hamza, and he understands your situation, but he just can't hide his feelings that he feels jealous when you're with your ex-husband's house. So it's not a problem. He can understand your situation, and you understand too his feeling. It's normally how he feels. He trusts you, but he can't accept that you speak with another man. Just by time. In time, he will know Justin and he will learn to trust him. I think that's fair. He's in a foreign country. All of a sudden, there is Memphis's ex-husband. Oh, the one that she, stayed the week with, that she didn't tell Hamza about. And that's supposed to make Hamza feel even better about it. Remember that slip up that she forgot to mention to him that, oh, by the way, I stayed at my ex-husband's house for a week because I was down. And that was something else that she kept from him. So with all that, he's supposed to be like, oh, here I am in the States where I don't know a soul, where I'm unhappy with, I guess, the surroundings, as that was discussed in the first set of texts. I bit my tongue earlier and it hurts to talk. Right in the, when you're right in the back, like right in that one spot where you bite your tongue and it hurts like hell. So I'm sorry. It's like all swollen. So Memphis' reply. Oh yeah, she got in trouble. Well, he doesn't need to be with me then because he knows Justin is in the kid's life and right now he is helping me out greatly. I am done arguing. My life is stressful enough. That there's no need to be that snippy with her. She was trying to be nice to Memphis. Like, listen, he just got there. Give him time. What do you expect? Rome wasn't built in a fucking day. Come on. Oh, it hurts like hell. Right, let me post these. I guess that's it for the tea part because it looks like Miss Rory got shut down. But we can speculate. That's still on the table. Does anybody use the Instagram layout app? Like this one? Which one is it? Like this layout one there? Does anybody ever use that to put pictures together? It is horrible. It always bugs out the second I put a picture together. Once you put, I hate it, but it's something I have. Just wondering if that happened to anybody else. All right, 1, 2. And then here's the watermarking thing. Does anybody want to come up? I have to know you though. If anybody wants to come up, there's the link, but I have to know you. If you want to put your opinion in while I try to figure out this watermarking, because I haven't watermarked anything in a while. I forget where my app is. Where are you? Oh, there we go. I know, nuts and board. She probably would have gotten more trouble if she went live with me. Probably better that she didn't. Because I don't want to see her or Hamza getting in trouble over a stupid YouTube live. It's not worth it. All right, there's that original watermark. I hate watermarking stuff. Done. Got it. That was quicker than usual. Oh wait, Payne, you don't even watch 90 Day? Really? Hey MTC, I wasn't gonna go live again. I was like literally laying on the couch about to like watch Housewives of Orange County and pass out. It was a long day, a long yesterday, and I have a long day tomorrow. But I mean, you can't ignore this breaking news developing story. I mean, how often do these come along? So, let me go. She didn't reply back to me when I asked her if she got in trouble with the show called. Let's see. I was just writing my caption. Look, you can see the magic happen in person. What should my caption be? Hey, here is the tea. Hamza's sister was spilling before she deleted before she deleted everything. These messages are between Hamza's sis and Memphis, and then green writing. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Green writing. And Memphis is in the green. No, Memphis is in the white writing. Talk amongst yourselves. The peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. Discuss. No, seriously, 1 more second. I'll be done. And I'll blow my nose because allergies. It's driving me crazy. Here's the tea. Hamza's sister was spilling before she deleted everything. These messages are between Hamza's sister and Memphis white writing. All right. There it goes. So I just posted them on my IG if you want to read them, and on Twitter. Just give me 1 second so I could go and blow my nose, and then we'll continue. All right, my eyes are puffy. I bit my tongue. I'm like, who did it, Rand? And then I wonder if I missed one more thing. Thank you, MTT. Photos, library. Oh, I missed something in it. Shit. I gotta delete them. The one I thought I didn't get, I got. And I have to include it in that. Ain't that a B? Hold on. The life of a blogger. I know I'm being... Oh, it's on this one. That's why. And my app doesn't work on my iPad. It only works on my phone, which makes it even more annoying because I gotta text things from my phone to my iPad. It's just annoying. Because this last one was very telling. The first thing I will explain is why Hamza wants to move with his wife and the kids to another city, and you can find out the answer. I just want you to expose other people's lies. Like, what's going on in that house? Okay. That needs to be watermarked. Yeah. See how annoying it gets? And then you gotta like put things together and layer stuff and make sure it fits right. And then after you do that, the app closes on you on a bug and you get to start all over again. Or it just freezes on you like it's doing to me right now. Maria, do you want to come up? If you're game. Give me one more second. I'm just tagging and reposting. Good enough. I watch on 2 times before and I comment. Okay, now I can repost. Who are you? Yeah, you don't have to like show your face to be on. You can just shut your camera off. You don't have to put like your name. All right. 1 and 2. One, 2. Boom. Now it's complete. All right. Oh, Maria's gonna come up good. I usually don't ever do lives alone. Yeah, I didn't even realize I was alone up until like now when it kind of quiet. I was like so excited about it. There we go. Now we're square. So if you want to read, if my reading of it was not to your satisfaction, it is now posted where you could read it yourself. It's black and white. All right. Now we're good. So what are we thinking? First off, and just curious, anybody in the chat, who's on Memphis' side? And trust me, you will not get attacked. I'm just curious to see if maybe there's something I'm missing. You know what I'm thinking? She said cheat. I don't know. I just feel like this kid isn't hers. Isn't his. Isn't hers. Isn't his. That is in my gut. And again, it's just the only thing that makes sense to me. Because notice the whole tell-all, part 1 and part 2, Memphis was gone. There was no Memphis and Hamza. You saw them in the beginning when they were walking in. And then you saw them in the end when all of a sudden she got sick. When she got sick and she had to run out. And then she left Hamza there to fend for himself, not speaking like English. So, and Sean, like when we did the tell-all the other day, the recap of the tell-all on Monday, Sean was sitting there like this, with the receipts. Because she called out, she had Ella. Sean was good on that tell-all. She had them receipts, That was Sean's best tell-all ever because Sean's usually a snooze. But she was like, hey. How she was with Ella and the receipts and everybody else and with Usman. Hey, Usman, You sure you didn't talk to anybody, after Kim left? Roll it! And then she did the same with Ella. Hey, Ella, what about your birthday? Anything go on then? So I have a feeling that Sean had some dirt on Memphis, and she bolted. And again, that's just me speculating. I have absolutely no idea. But as a person with a shred of common sense and who's watched this show from Jump and has been reporting on it for a decade, I think that's it. That's the only thing that makes sense in my head. And Gino's receipts too. I mean, Sean was packing. Sean came with her 6-shooter shoe, like, I mean, she was great. I can't take that away from Sean. Her best tell-all ever. But that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And then where was Hamza's mom or the sister? They were, and on that night, she said that, let me go back. Let me go back to the tell-all night. Hold on. Okay. Where's my archive? Why doesn't it come up? Boy, technology is failing me tonight, man. There's my archive. Okay. Post. What did she say the other night? So this was what I'll put it back on I archived it. But now it's back on my page. This is what she said the night right before the tell-all started airing. She had said, where are you? Okay. She said what the baby's name was. The other question was asked to Raria. Memphis say bad thing about Hamza. Is it true he hurt her and her kids? And she says, no, that's lies. When they have no justification for their bad actions, they spread lies. Raria, this is again the night of the tell-all. She goes, we have a lot to say and reveal the truth about the liars, but we remain silent. No one can change anyone's truth. I mean, then she's giving out like the sex of the baby. I mean, she's obviously mad. And then the last one was, do you feel that Memphis treats your brother well? She goes, no. A big capital N-O. And then, what else did she write? She wrote something else on top of it. Oh, here we go. Show on profile. And then, so she wrote this again on the tell-all night. Regarding the program tell-all, my mother and I were in the studio in Tunisia. They were, oh. Hola.
Hey, can you hear me?
I like the cans.
Oh, yeah.
Are you spinning anything later on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What say you about? Let me just finish this thought, and then I'll ask you.
Okay.
And then, she was saying that her mom and herself were in the Tunisian studio ready to do the tell-all, and then but something big happened, and I don't think it was Memphis having the trots or whatever, maybe she had a bad Frankfurter. I don't know, but I don't think that's the case.
Frankfurter.
As there's such a thing as a bad Frankfurter. Especially in New York City. They have the best Frankfurters, the best hot dogs in the world. So what say you about this whole giant mess, Maria?
Listen, I want to give Memphis more grace than I think you do, because I just feel like they both rushed into it. Neither one of them was prepared for what putting this family together was going to look like. It wasn't just going to be, Hamza, Memphis, and the new baby. She's got 2 kids already. She's got an ex-husband, and I don't think either one of them were prepared for how hard that was going to be. And to me, that's what I get. I didn't see all of the texts. I came in late to this, but that's how I feel about some of this stuff.
but then shouldn't that still be kind of Memphis's fault at the end of the day? I mean, like she was the one. This was all her agenda.
She bears more responsibility because they're her children, and she should have thought this through a little bit better. Absolutely, but Hamza doesn't get a 100% pass either, right? He went and did all of this stuff right alongside her. He could have stopped this at any point and did not. And I do wonder, you were talking about the reason that he wanted to move somewhere to get a better job and to be further away from the ex-husband.
That's the last thing, yeah.
Is that real? I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good reason. To be further away from the ex-husband?
I don't think that his sister's lying. I don't think she's lying. I think her perspective is her perspective. Like she's never going to see it Memphis's way, probably. She's single. She doesn't have kids. Hamza raised her. You know what I mean? So she views him not just as a brother, but as a father figure. So for her, some of these things that Memphis is saying doesn't make sense. What does raising a kid look like to Hamza, and how is that different from the way Memphis wants to raise kids? That's a good question. You got to posed. How many mothers out? And again, I'm not a parent nor a mother. How many mothers out there would marry a man their child has never met? And let me add to that. Part B, with kids under 10. Part C, that can't speak English. What if there's an emergency? That's exactly. Part D.
Absolutely.
That's never been to this country, doesn't know their way around, knows absolutely nothing about here other than stuff that he's seen on TV.
Agreed. She made a whole bunch of bad decisions, and she will tell you she raised herself. She's learning as she goes, and she messed this one up pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I mean, I don't know. Her whole thing from the beginning was, I'm going to Tunisia. I got 3 weeks to marry this man. It was like always business to her. That's where I'm having, and for someone who's so put together, why did she think that getting a prenuptial agreement would be something that you could do like at Kinko's? Oh, hey guys. Oh, you know what? McDonald's. Let me get a number 1 meal, Big Mac, please, and instead of fries, prenup. Shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be that.
I agree. To me, I wonder if that part was production, because that whole prenup thing was, to me, a side plot that was stupid. But to me, the bigger problem is everything you just said. He has not met those children. He does not speak English. What does being a parent to 2 children who you can't communicate with look like? It doesn't even make any sense.
Not just having another child. I mean, is it? Come on.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, that's her. How many kids does she have? 2 or 3? Well, not counting the one. How many total, counting the new baby? 3.
3.
So Hamza makes 4. When they're not doing this. You want me to read the text from before that you don't know about? Did you?
I missed the beginning part of the live, and part of it I listened to in my car. So
the first live that I did earlier today, or this live?
Oh no, I saw that live. Earlier today. I heard. Okay.
No, I don't think you. I don't think you missed. Oh, I could read them again. Does anybody? Do you want? I don't want to read them again.
No, you don't have to read them again.
You can just read them again. They're on. But pretty much, she. Oh wait, well, I gotta beat myself. The TV just came on. Shh.
What's happening? Something is happening. TV just came on.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Holistic. You're so quiet down there.
Holistic,
I think I'm shouting compared to you, Holistic. You're so quiet.
Oh, I'm not quiet. It's the computer. I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Oh, good. No, I can't believe that the last part that I caught there, she's pregnant, already, and that was pretty quick. And also the fact that, she should have got the prenup and all that done ahead of time if that was important. And for her to stall the wedding and everything, even think about it, I thought was kind of stupid. Yeah, she's too business oriented, and the kids, come on, you want your kids to know the husband before you marry the guy. That's kind of odd. Not.
I mean, again, but usually don't parents don't they wait a while to introduce their new boyfriend to the kids? Isn't that like a thing?
Right. And it really does matter, because sometimes you hate your stepchildren and it's just not going to work. Don't bring them into the house.
Then what are they
Ooh.
going to do? You know, like, it's like hindsight, you know, like, I'm sure it's going to be better. It'd be better if they met and, you know, didn't rush into things, but I know they have the 90 days, but still, like, at least include your children, right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Nuts and Borges posed a good question. Why is she so insistent on doing this all in 3 weeks? Already preg?
Like, yeah, she's pregnant.
Was she pregnant when she got there, and then she had to seal the deal?
I don't think so.
But that would be so hard to believe.
No,
I
That'd be so hard to believe.
I don't know.
Hamza doesn't seem to believe that that's somebody else's. He believes it's his.
No,
You know, he was
yeah.
in
Like,
those
if
texts.
this
He was talking about
scenario
taking the baby.
board put up there, would that be so hard to believe that she's pregnant
He
and she's like, oh
could
shit,
believe that 'cause
I'm
he
gonna
didn't
get over there
really know
quick.
it,
She
right?
wanted to screw him the first night. She,
She sure did.
I mean, I don't listen. I never even thought of that, but I would put that on the table of opportunities because that's also because I don't think that baby is his. And what Nuts and Borges said there makes a whole lot of sense in my head. Again, we're just speculating. You know,
I think it's his. But let's be real. As businesslike as she is, as methodical as she is, why was she not on birth control? I realize she wasn't sleeping with anybody, you know, but allegedly, right? Allegedly, she hadn't had sex other than sexy time. But still, you don't know what's going to happen. Have some birth control. The baby's Chinese.
He sounds so
spoiler
responsible.
alert! I will now be on the 90 Day Fiance happily ever after next season.
She sounds so responsible on the show, or she tries to be sounding so.
You're a little muffled, holistic.
She tries to sound so responsible on the show, yet she hasn't included her children, and she hasn't, you know, taken the time to think of these financial things as well. I mean, she was not prepared.
Okay, Gibby.
Yeah.
Kate, is that regular Kate trying to hop on? It's not working for some reason. Hibbity bibbity. UK, hibbity bibbity. I don't know. UK Kate's probably sleeping by now. I think it's regular Kate, but it's not working for some reason. It doesn't want to connect. But I see you backstage. It's just not loading. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's about it. I was just saying, like, you know, she should be more responsible mother and think of her children, and then, you know, do all the rest of financial things. If her kids meant that much to her financially, you'd think the kids would mean that much, you know, to meet him and have a part of the process of what they're doing, you know.
What say you, regular Kate?
Can you hear me? Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Welcome. Welcome back. I'm glad your YouTube is finally working again. Yay.
I made a new one.
Well, sometimes you just got to start new. But I was so excited. Like, it was the first time I actually have both my Kates on the day level. I'm like, oh my God, both my Kates are here. I feel like a dad whose kids were coming back from college. I'm like, oh, the whole family's here. What say you?
Could quite be my dad, I think.
Yes,
you're close. You're close. You would have been like 12, but you're close.
That's possible. You know, I could have been frisky as a early adolescent. So what say you about all this? What do you think, regular Kate?
I mean, about which part is really the question.
In general, maybe we'll go with that. Like, what do you think that?
I think there's definitely an ultimatum behind getting married so fast. That plus being pregnant so fast, there had to have been something there. Whether she was pregnant beforehand or she went there with the intention of getting pregnant, one of those things had to have happened.
But why?
I don't know.
Look how someone in to meet your kids and to do all this. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Why? Like, what sense does it? What does he bring to the table?
Yeah. There's no advantage to saddle to
well, let's
snatching
not forget
Hamza.
that. I mean, he's really good looking, and I wouldn't kick him out of bed. I'm just saying.
Did you see
I mean,
her
you're making it seem like
ex-husband,
why? He's a
not see
nice,
that.
good-looking man. I mean,
her
and he's,
ex-husband is a smoke show, though. Her ex-husband
Okay,
is
so-
way hotter. I don't know.
I don't even know what her. I don't think I know what her ex-husband. Was he on the show?
No, but I think the pictures surfaced a few months ago. Gosh, how long has the season gone on? Years, maybe?
About 25 years.
Yeah.
It's
He
been
popped up.
going as long as the jewel of the Coeur de la Mer has been
Let me see
lost
if I
in the
can
Atlantic
find it.
Ocean. You have to rose through it in. That's how long it's been missing. 84 years.
Let me
But
see if
yeah,
can
I just
find
don't think we needed. I don't think being pregnant to trick Hamza into marrying her makes any sense. He's not a rich prince. Do you know what I mean? He brings nothing to the table other than sexy time.
I mean, she's 34. Maybe she wanted to slip one more under the door before she aged out.
What's he do for work, Hamza? Anyway,
I mean, it's a biological clock, and
And
he's
we're
ready to
also
make
talking
babies
about
with.
90 Day Fiance. I
She
mean,
can do that with she
Yeah.
can do that without a husband, is what I'm saying. She can get pregnant and move on with her life without having a new dude attached to it. So
But can she
I just
do
don't
that
see the
and
advantage.
be on TV? Can she do that and be on TV though?
True.
Yeah.
I don't know, Maria, you're starting to lose steam here, I think, a little bit. I'm with Kate and Holistic on this one, and nuts and board. I think she had like, I don't know. I think maybe she's not as stupid as she looks. I don't know.
what does Hamza do for a living? Did we find that out at all?
Air conditioning, baby. He's a heating and air conditioning. That's what his certificate was in. I don't know what he does in the
Is there
U.S.
like
they
a
certainly
huge
have-
Tunisian heating and air conditioning market? Like, what is
Can you
with every
imagine what they look
Tunisian
like?
guy
Yeah,
Yeah,
on any day?
but
you could always find a job in HVAC anywhere. I mean, there's heating and air conditioning no matter where you are on Earth. Either you're cold somewhere or you're hot. So it's one or the other. I mean,
does she make a lot of money? Like, does she have a good job?
oh yeah, they make good money. I think
No, I mean Hamza's. What's her name there?
she's a nurse practitioner. She does okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like her storyline would have said more if she was paying for everything. Like, someone paid for that wedding, and I don't think it was her. Or we would have heard that she's paying for all of it. So, like, there has to be some sort of money on
Well,
his
this show
side.
has been known to also throw some money, for weddings and
Yes.
other
Yeah,
things.
so why would she do it, Maria? For a free wedding and a baby?
I'm saying I don't think she got pregnant until she got there. I think she was a fertile myrtle.
But
I think she could have been very much ovulating and was acting a fool.
yeah, no.
Did it on purpose. Yeah, did it on purpose.
I mean, not on purpose, on purpose. Like
You would have
reckless
to be
on purpose.
testing. You would have to be testing it 2 weeks if it was on purpose. Like, to know it 2 weeks, you would have to be planning it.
Yeah, and again, I don't know anything about this, but yeah.
Yeah.
When I test my ovaries, I always make sure that I wait like 2 or 3 days and then I test, because
Listen, I used to be very regular. I would know if it was time to, if my period was coming, I would know and I would be paying attention. And so I would have been, if I was a couple of days late, I might have been testing in these circumstances if I had no birth control, if I was getting it on every other day with sexy time. I might have been being like, all right.
Maria, wait, an egg just flew down my fallopian tube. Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
good.
I'm good. I'm fertile.
It
I'm ready.
flew down there.
Can you tote the
Just
egg?
shot right out
Can you tote it?
into my womb.
Well, I can't do that. No.
I mean,
I don't think it's impossible that she got pregnant there. I think it's very possible. No, Hamza's not disputing that it's his. So why are we? Just because we like to imagine that level
No,
of
he's
drama.
not disputing that it's it yet. I mean, the sister's putting some stuff out there. She called her a cheat.
Yeah.
She did.
That's a big
She
word.
did.
And
It
let's
is.
not forget that they ran from the tell-all, and not one part of their tell-all segment aired. Why were they there? The sister and the mom were waiting in 90 Day Fiance production studios in Tunisia. Come on.
I'm thinking they were already having problems, and she did not want to sit next to him anymore while he was giving his commentary and being cute and sweet to the other couples. I think that something that he said set her off, and she was done.
Stop, go away. It keeps opening.
Ah!
What the heck is happening over there, John? What
But
is
why
But
did
there's
they
no
let her?
advantage to tricking him into this being his baby, because that just creates more problems for her. Look at all the problems that she's got right now.
I don't know how she got pregnant. We don't know, but
I know how she got pregnant.
It's cheaper to fly.
we don't know who she got pregnant
It's cheaper
with.
to fly to Tunisia to get pregnant than it is to do IVF and buy a sperm donor. So,
Are we sure
and
that, like,
Cheaper, hey?
She just have sex with a rando. I
are
mean,
you
fair.
should have made-
You got to find a hot rando, Maria. That's hard. You can't just go
it.
on.
But you said you're on the show,
I don't know.
too.
I've been married for 11 years. I don't know. It feels like it would be hard.
I
There's
just
gotta be
don't have to date anymore.
Maybe Memphis had the baby in a manger in Bethlehem, and that's how it happened. I don't know.
I don't
That's
think that
why we
happened.
have Good Friday.
Amen.
I don't know. I know a lot about conception. I've had 2 babies the old-fashioned way and 2 babies the
Same.
science way.
Oh,
And I don't know. You can know at 2 weeks, but when I tested at 2 weeks and it was positive, they were 5-day embryos put in a week before. So I knew that they were in there.
embryos the week before.
I don't think I would usually.
And you tested positive?
Yeah, like 2 weeks, 1 week after the embryos were put in, I tested positive. But that would be 2 weeks.
Okay. And you tested positive, so that's good. That means your body was producing those hormones that would
Well, it
have.
was also twins,
Oh,
so
wow.
maybe earlier. Yeah, they weren't mine; they were other people's. But yeah, so it's possible to test positive at 2 weeks, but it is hard to test positive at 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
Look at
doesn't happen all the time.
Perfectly imperfect is giving me grief.
I mean, it could be his. I don't know. I just there's game afoot, and you know, I wish they would just say what the elephant is because they're dancing around it. I mean, she's getting closer and closer and closer. Just switch.
And Sean let her
I
out
just-
of the tell-all. I feel like if it like
She
there's a
did.
reason that Sean let her walk away. If it
Yeah.
she would have cornered her. We pay you to be on this show if it wasn't something big.
And I know how stressful it is, intense. Like, you know, listen, I'm friends with a lot of cast members in real life, and you know.
And you've been
I
to a
know
tell-all.
I've been to tell-all. I know what it's like and like how like rigorous, and you know they're there for like sometimes 12, 14 hours at a clip.
Correct.
They get like maybe like one break if they're lucky. It's grueling, you know, and they don't let people get away. Like I remember Angela was telling me they wouldn't even let her go outside to smoke a cigarette, and Angela's like, well, I'm going to smoke a cigarette right here on this set, you know, because of Angela, and you know, but they won't even let her smoke, and they're just going to let Memphis. Guys, I don't feel good. I just got to leave now. But Hamza's going to stay here, who can't speak any English, so enjoy. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
Something's
see,
definitely up.
that's the problem to me too. Why didn't Hamza go with her if he was concerned about her? Because either she wasn't sick enough to be of concern, or she wasn't sick, and they were not really together at that point. You know, things were rocky. It sounds like they were rocky almost immediately, doesn't it? It sounds like
Were they ever not
right away.
rocky?
There was
When-
no honeymoon
When
period.
were they
to
not
this-
rocky? When was it just like love and just newlyweds and just loving each? When did they have like a good like 10 minutes? Give me 10 minutes when they were just
Sexy
not
time in the
rocky.
shower, like the first
and
episode.
and he probably came in like 30 seconds. I'm just saying. I don't know. Probably didn't even last 10 minutes. So
They
I
looked
don't
awesome though. They were the best looking couple on that whole tell-all.
they were.
They looked good.
Yeah,
I won't
did.
take
They
that
did
away
look
from
good.
them.
Like some James Bond villain shit going on. It was cute. I loved it. His clear glasses.
I also wonder if when they're saying that she cheated, are they being dramatic? Are they saying her interactions with her ex-husband, which may be completely
No,
benign? You think it's something else? Do you have some info? Did I miss something in the cheating part?
I don't know if it
Who'd she
would
cheat
be
with?
cheating. Maybe it's a cultural difference. Like I feel like
Yeah.
hanging out with men and exes is way.
You know what? Here,
more
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna bring my IG page up, and
Yeah.
that way I can read it on the screen. I'll bring it up. I'll bring the text up one more time, and then everybody can see it, and then we can read it together. Because I know you missed the text, Marie, and maybe this will be insightful. Oh, God.
I might have missed one.
Yeah, I don't think she's stupid enough to cheat while she's on TV. I could see it being a cultural difference where she doesn't understand how Tunisian men work and how that
Oh, come
culture is
on.
much different.
How generous are we going to be here?
I mean, I think that's very generous.
Like,
I
come
think
on.
that the jealousy and his sister taking his side could totally be chalked up to cultural differences.
Yes.
And she could be
Yes.
completely not guilty of cheating specifically, but in their mind, fraternizing with another man that closely is cheating in their culture. I could see that.
Oh yeah, their culture is pretty sticky when it comes to a lot of different things when they're dating or when they're
Right.
with the other person.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Share.
Also, the language barrier. Cheating could mean emotionally to his sister, and that's not something we can.
See, I just think I think it's just good old fashioned, good old cheating, some good old down home, meet you in the motel cheating. Like that's what
Then
that's
how
how
did the sister find out about it? I don't know. I don't think it was down home cheating. I don't.
Because
I think
I
she
don't
could have
think
been pregnant before.
I don't think the sister's that articulate, use as English as
Good job.
barely, to use cheat in like that sense. You know what I mean? Using that, like I can't be that articulate when I speak Spanish. I'm lucky if I can get like a sentence out that quasi makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right, but maybe cheat just meant like emotionally to her, and that's the only word she knows. Like gave a part of herself in any way to another man.
Yeah.
Here's the last.
I mean, we
thing.
know that Hamza was jealous of her even interacting with her husband without him. So did
Right.
that feel like cheating to them?
Right.
Can I get this bigger? Oh, there we go.
It's pretty big.
The mother was like
There we
crying
go.
when she was leaving. Did you see that? How Hamza's mom was like in tears. She was just so upset. She really, really liked her.
Hey Mia.
Oh my gosh. That looks like a
Mia's
lottery.
always a day late and a dollar short like I am. That's why I like her. Okay, so let's read this. So it says Maria W. Not to anyone in particular, but to Maria. Hold on. I gotta get my magnifying glass out. Okay. So it reads. This is the first one. And again, Hamza's sister's in the green and Memphis is in the white on the left. Okay. So the sister goes, Hamza does not mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he is sad to be with him alone. Memphis, Hamza needs to understand that Justin is a good guy and good father, and he only wants the best for everyone. Listen, Hamza should be happy. Without Justin, I could not have gone to Tunisia. The sister replies, Hamza does not mind to speak with your ex-husband, but he feels so jealous when you go alone to his house. I mean, keep going.
That's what I'm saying. He's being a little dramatic.
Well, are you kidding me? Are you really calling him dramatic? Maria, come on.
I am. I think that he is dramatic where her ex-husband is concerned.
He's like a 25-year-old guy in some weird state that he's never been. It's cold. And, he doesn't know anything. And all he knows is that his new wife, the mother of his new child, is running off with the ex-husband. And it's very culturally different. And it's also the same ex-husband that she lied about for spending a week over the house.
Yeah, maybe like cheating to him or something. Almost like she's cheating when she's just taking care of children or dealing with things that need to be dealt.
I mean, yeah. Also, when you have children with other people, you have to talk to them.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, you have to.
Okay.
So,
But wait, let me finish it for Maria.
Yeah, Maria. Gosh.
Justin is not here. This is Memphis. Justin is not here. He is at work. And when he gets here, I will be leaving. I just can't leave the kids alone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is life. Right. So then the sister replies, Hamza, he doesn't feel angry about the kids or about your ex-husband. And you know that Hamza, he understands your situation, but he can't hide his feelings, that he feels jealous when you're alone with your ex-husband's house. And I feel like that's not anything out of the ordinary. He should kind of feel that way. I would feel jealous if Cody was hanging out with his ex, like going over there.
It doesn't sound like they're hanging out. It doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like they're hanging out. I agree.
How do you know that? He's mad because she's disappearing, and Memphis, by her own admission, said he's the only person that can comfort me when I'm down. I mean,
that's different. If she's using him for comfort and she's using him for...
Oh, okay. So let me give you an example. Oh, I'm not feeling great about Hamza. Hey, Justin, why don't you comfort me a little? I mean,
yeah, exactly. No, I don't think she should be using her husband for any comforting like that. No.
Listen, again, we're just speculating. We're just putting it all out there. It's an open conversation. And nothing is factual. The only, I'm just saying. Then the sister goes, it's not a problem. He can understand your situation and you can understand his feelings. It's normal. It's normal to feel like that. He trusts you but he can't accept that you speak with another. Just give him time to know Justin, and he will trust him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that the sister's asking too much. I mean, at this point, he was only here for a couple of weeks. Rome wasn't built in a
Was
day.
he? Was he only? I don't know how long he was here in this.
Yeah,
house,
it
but
was-
sounds
it-
like a running problem between them.
But-
This over and over again.
By 2 weeks into like him being there, she was already bitching to his sister about how miserable she is with Hamza.
And this all
Yeah.
comes down to communication. I feel like when you're in relationships as long as I feel like all of us have been, I feel like we've all been married or together for a long time. It's not cliche. They needed to like set these boundaries ahead of time. Like, hey, I do
Agreed.
hang out with my husband because we have kids together, and they should have like maybe facilitated Hamza meeting her ex-husband and like getting to know each other. And they
True.
obviously dropped the ball on that.
Look,
Yeah,
okay, whoever said
agree.
Jasmine, thank you for that. Positive Paula, I love you. Look at Jasmine. What did she want? First off, you got to paint the colors in the kitchen to not that terrible red and green or red and blue, whatever you got. You got to take all the furniture out. You got to burn it. You got to burn your old clothes. You got to burn everything that your ex-wife's ever given you. You got to take the ex-wife off the house. I mean, why
But they don't
isn't?
have kids
Why are
together.
people giving
They don't have
Jasmine
kids
the same
together.
help?
They don't have kids
Huh?
together. They don't have kids together. Gino doesn't have to be in his ex-life because they don't have anything that ties them together forever.
So far.
Memphis does have to be, yeah. Well, not that we know of, I guess. But Memphis does have to talk to her ex because it's the father of her two children. Like he's going to be a part of their life forever for at least 18 years or however many years are left, whatever. But
That's the bummer part for her. Like
I
just
don't like-
for him.
I just don't like how curt she was. Like Memphis's reply to back to the sister. I think the sister was being very patient and trying to explain it to her. And what's Memphis say? Well, he doesn't need to be with me then.
I agree.
yeah, I'm
That-
definitely not a fan of Memphis.
You know.
yeah, that's not the way to handle the situation. That sounds like somebody, she's either at her wit's end because this has been a problem like every single day, or she's just really too flippant about their relationship that's supposed to be
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
So it's a problematic thing to say.
What do we
But I
got
don't
here?
think, like Maria, I don't think that definitely means that she cheated. I don't think that she definitely did anything. I think she's cold, and I think she's horrible with words. And
Yes.
maybe she also cheated, but there's no way to really know that.
I could just
So I
imagine
see
her
Maria's
like
side too.
like her bedside manner as like, you know, is she like, I hope she's like a lot warmer to like her patients in the hospital or wherever she works. Like, you know, could you
Well, she
imagine?
works-
Hi.
She's a
I see-
psychiatric. She's a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So I would hope she's nicer, but
I see on your chart you're crazy. Here are your pills. Goodbye. That's her.
I mean, I feel like that's how most
I don't know what-
psychiatrists work.
Like, you know.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe
difference between
that's
a
why.
therapist and
Maybe
a
that's-
psychiatrist.
yeah, maybe that's why she doesn't speak with inflection and she keeps no inflection in her tone, is so that she doesn't
That's
get
how she
anybody too
always-
excited.
That's how she always speaks. So, like, you know, even to her mom and stuff like that. Hi, mom. This is your daughter, Memphis. I am calling you now. like, come on. I don't know.
I mean, you have
I
to
don't know.
like take
And I
some
know-
sort of emotion
I'm
out
not
of
really
it to
trying
do
to
that
be
job.
that hard on her because, you know, no one's, you know, I'm sure there's problems on both ends. But like I said, I feel like the scale's way more on Memphis' side. than
Oh, I
on-
absolutely think she got pregnant
They
on
are.
purpose.
who's
or was
more
already
educated, who's worldlier as a parent. I mean, you know,
Yes.
I hope
She
it
bears
works
more
out.
responsibility.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you know, she had a hard life. She was, you know, her and her mom were homeless. She
Oh, yeah.
went to school, went to nursing school, became a nurse practitioner. Like amazing story. You know, she knows how to get stuff done, right? So what
Yeah.
Well,
what is this failure that we're seeing right now? I don't know.
I don't know. A life like that can build many walls, and that could be part of it. I do think that she either got pregnant on purpose or she went there pregnant, though. I absolutely think that. I do not think that she just accidentally got pregnant by Hamza and it was a surprise. I do not think that at all.
Well, that would fit the narrative of what Ravi is saying, because if she really did go there pregnant, then the whole cheating thing and all this stuff, and there's the big secret and all this stuff. Because don't forget the tell-all. I mean, like, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but she ran out of there, and then not
She did.
one part of their segment was aired.
Which is wild for 90 Day.
Yeah, that's
And I wish I was closer with somebody else on that cast so they could just tell me and I could know. But they're all keeping it tight-lipped. I'm looking at you, not super fan Kimberly, because I asked her. I'm like, tell me what's going on. She's like, I can't. I'm like, damn you.
Right. Plus, she's friend Kimberly and Memphis
friends with
and
her.
Jasmine are all good friends,
Yeah.
so they're not gonna
No,
tell on each
I'm
other.
not even dogging Kim. I like Kim.
Yeah.
She's a good person. She's a really good person for keeping that secret.
I like her
Yeah.
on the tell-all a lot. She
Yeah.
was business Kimbali. She
No,
was
I-
no nonsense. Yeah, I liked it. She looked good. She presented her shit up front. She didn't. Yeah, I liked what she did. I was surprised because I was very iffy about her through the whole season, but on the tell-all, she was very articulate, straight to the point. Gave Ella the business. Ah, that lady.
She did.
She certainly did give Ella the business.
Yeah, they
didn't hold
even
back
shook
at all.
her with a phone call, and she like took a minute. She hugged her big son with the best hug. Like, my kids are still little, but I dream of that hug when my son is taller than me, and I get to
both
get
mine
that
are.
good mom hug. And
Both
she
mine are.
gathered herself, and she came back in, and she rocked and rolled it. Man, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice comment.
I haven't hugged my oldest son in over 3 years because of COVID and because he's in different province. It's been really hard, so I'm thinking about going for a couple weeks this summer. If I
Go.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Get your hugs.
Thank
No,
you,
You can
Very-
Zeus.
always make more money, but you can never make more time. So
Well, that's the thing, he's in his second year, or actually, I think this is his third year nursing to be an RN. So hopefully he'll come move here when he's done. That'd be nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you have a son too, right, Maria? You do. You
I
guys
do. I have a podcast with him.
I
Yeah.
saw him.
Yes, everybody subscribe. I put it in my story. Subscribe to what Wednesdays, right, Maria?
Huh?
Wednesdays? You go live with your son?
It's on Wednesdays. It's on Wednesdays at 5 Eastern. We talk about kind of the topics of the day or whatever's on our mind. Yeah, it's
Cool.
you,
I
you
saw
can just
that.
look Looney Tooney Stripper Squeegee. It's in that tag. It's in there. So
And her son is very, very smart.
Oh,
Very,
Yep.
very-
that must be so much fun to do something with your son, though.
it is. It is because
I would love that, like to have fun with them on there like that. Like that'd be so great.
yeah,
Well,
it's
my
really
son
cool.
is super fun, but he's in kindergarten, so we don't have a podcast together yet.
You should have a podcast with him as a kindergartner.
People,
He would
You go like
probably love
crayons and naps.
He's better at YouTube than I am, and Venom. It would be a lot of superhero stuff.
Thank
And
you, Tur. Oh my god, I have like
yeah.
a lot of new members here. Thank you, Tur. Thank you, Zeus, for the nice comments and for joining. I know a lot of new members, so thank you guys for subscribing and
Thank you, Velvet Pixie.
being here.
He's very handsome, my son.
He's smart and handsome. Maria did good.
Not to be Game of Thrones about it or anything, but
Whoa! No,
You always do that when you see somebody and then you see their offspring, and you're always like looking at the two of them, like comparing and seeing how they resemble. It's funny. They resembles you a lot, like in your facial pictures.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We look alike.
people have told me that it's very narcissistic to think that my son's so cute because he looks just like me, and I'm like, then so be it. Yeah, I am
Nobody says
narcissistic.
that about their kids.
We look fabulous. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have any children, so I feel left out. I would like one,
Just
but
Talk about your
that
cat.
day will
Talk
never
about
come.
Hope. Hope.
I've got
You and
I've got
Hope
3
are
cats,
twins.
too. I can talk about my 3 cats
So
if you
they're
want.
just laying there, just being.
Yeah, we haven't
lazy
seen your
and-
children lately. Either one of
What?
them.
How old are Hope and Phoebe?
Or Phoebe?
Hope is 9, 2013, and then Phoebe is 12,
Wow.
and then Prue would have been 13.
Nice.
He was
Yeah.
We haven't seen.
I still consider Prue an active cat in my family because he should still be here, so he's always around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 14-year-old dude that I've had since he was a little tiny kitten, and I totally get that. He's sleeping always,
Yeah.
but he's a cool guy.
I have my little kitty. I found him on the side of the road when he was a kitten. And it was just really weird. But yeah, I've had him ever since. He's like 13.
You know, all our cats were like we rescued. You know, Hope showed up on our doorstep when he was 10 days old.
Aw.
Abandoned him. We had a bottle to feed him. That's why we called him Hope, because we hoped that he would live, because he was messed up. And then Phoebe, we just found on the street, and then Prue was born in my friend's garage.
Yep.
And that's how they are.
That's how the best ones come to you unexpectedly.
They do.
And they're all very sweet except Hope. No, Hope's okay. He's all right. He's getting sweeter. And when he was a kitten, oh, he was just a terror. He was not fun. And poor Phoebe, he would torment.
See, I'm the opposite. I think that girl cats suck, and boy cats are the one true cat.
Oh no, boy cats are the sweeter. Boy cats are sweeter. They're more affectionate than girls. I think it's like proven. But anything else that we need to cover? I can't believe I've spoken about this for 2.5 hours. What a day to come back to.
Right?
An hour
I
and
am
a half.
tired.
An hour and a half, John. Not 2.5. An hour and a half.
An unrecognized.
I'm keeping you on for a little longer.
After
I
show?
started late. I came on late.
Well, Carmen just said in the comments, Hamza has the right to feel jealous, but he could go with Memphis to drop the kids at her ex's house.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. That's a good idea.
But I feel like he's going there and then he's being dropped off with, like, for some reason,
feel odd.
he's being left alone with the ex. I don't
That
know
is
why.
weird. Yeah, I don't know
And
if the ex is sitting on the couch waiting for Memphis to get there. I don't know what's going on.
The only thing I can think of is that the ex doesn't trust him to watch his children, which he probably shouldn't, because he can't speak and he doesn't know them. I
would not trust him at all. But
So we'll see how this plays out. Raria, nothing. She deleted everything.
Holy, a Yorkie that's 19? I didn't know dogs could live that small dogs could live like to be 19.
Small dogs, yes, they can. 19
48
is pretty old though.
Yeah,
See,
a queen's raising
Oh my
a twin, a Yorkie.
okay, look at Memphis' stories from today. I'm sorry. Okay, Memphis, 15 hours ago, my page isn't working. Then
I saw that.
if you're trying to send me messages, unable to access, it is odd. Then I can see the messages, but I can't respond. It says fail. And then 49 minutes ago, right about the same time that Raria stopped posting, I don't know what happened, but I have my page back all of a sudden. Wow, it's like she avoided this whole thing, just like she avoided the tell-all. What great time. She should play lotto. Like, get a lot of lottery tickets. And because she has the best luck I've ever seen.
no, I mean, wouldn't you prove her wrong? I do the same thing.
What
Sounds
impeccable
perfectly
timing she's had
convenient.
today. I mean, the
Yep.
cosmos really aligned for her. So, hi Terry. So, yeah. Is that your YouTube, Maria?
That's mine, yeah.
Yeah, put it up. So that's
Oh, cool.
Maria's.
I don't like advertising really, but you know.
Maria's very humble. I'm like, I'll put you in my story. She's like, no, you don't have to. I'm like, no, let me help you out a little bit, Jesus. Anybody
I
else
love
need
Maria.
advertising?
Maria is one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
From the
Yeah.
beginning.
I love
lovely.
that Maria doesn't get involved in the drama. That's my
Yes,
favorite.
she's a very kind
I
soul.
try.
I think she's like my beacon for even coming up with you. Is that like Maria doesn't get dragged into it? I can go live with John.
You can.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
just have to
Well, we
stay out of those other channels. Or if
Right.
you're gonna watch, do it from the bushes. Just do it
Yeah.
from the bushes.
We're not even. Yeah, we're good.
Or don't watch.
No,
Don't watch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we have 3 of our 4 Harry Potter panelists here. We're just missing Anne.
Well, then where is she?
Oh.
Let's-
Holistic, do you watch
Fine.
Harry Potter?
Sure.
Are you like,
Oh, do I know the movies? No.
because
Sorry.
we're going to do a,
I wouldn't lie,
Sleeps and Beyond.
and I don't.
Drop your link.
I have.
Drop your
Oh,
YouTube thing.
cool. Sleep and Beyond.
Yes.
Yum, yum, yum.
She's
I
way
actually
more,
follow Sweets and Beyond.
she's way more successful than me on YouTube. Sweets and Beyond, maybe tell some of your 270K to come over here. You know,
I
like,
was
hey,
gonna do a
while,
page and
while
then
you're cooking your next dish,
Well, I have a
and
couple.
if you're interested in John
Ooh.
Yates, just come over here. No,
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I told you I was free tonight. We should do Harry Potter tonight. Where's Anne? Let's bring her on up here.
I'm tired. I wasn't even expecting to
I
do
know.
this live.
We're glad to see you, and I miss.
I can see you, Reckless Grace. I saw your comments. Did I miss something? I'm sorry if I did. I've seen you in here. I can see you. Yep, there you are. No, you're not blocked.
I was late to this show because I was watching what is it, Fantastic Beasts? I was watching that on it was on Hulu, and the new one, the third one, is out this weekend. So
I have not watched anything outside of the original 7.
Fantastic Beasts is
I
great. You should watch
haven't
it.
done it.
It's not the same. Fantastic
No.
Beasts is like it's like a
It's
little taste
different.
of it.
Better Call Saul.
I didn't want to know.
New season. If you like
I'm
Better
kinda
Call
like-
Saul. Yeah,
But
new
Better
season.
Call- that show is still on.
Yeah, and there's a
Yes.
new season. Better Call Saul.
I'm
Dang.
excited. Better Call
And
Saul. I love Better Call Saul.
If you like Queen of the South, there's a nice new season of that too. That's a really good show.
Okay, I have had a couple of busy days, so I have not gotten around to Game of Thrones yet, but I promise you that I'm going to.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch the first episode like 4 times. Just go through the first episode. Just power through
Put
it.
the closed
Keep
captioning
going.
on. There's no way to watch it the first time without the closed captioning on. There's too many character names flying
I
around.
hate reading and I always read the screen.
No,
and
okay,
not
it's gonna
see
help.
What's going
You
on?
don't have to understand what's happening for like the first 3 episodes. You just got to power through those, and then I
Oh,
promise
that's a
it'll
great
start to
way.
make sense.
That's
Really
really going to
harder?
watch this.
Really?
I mean, it's worth it if you put in the work, but it took my husband. I watched the first episode probably 6 times, and then I eventually got to the 3rd
It's hard
episode,
for
and
me to
it's
watch
my
them
favorite.
all.
That was like me and like
Remember
Lost.
that?
Everybody told me you're gonna love Lost. You're gonna love Lost. I watched that first episode 3 times, and I'm like, like I was like, I just could
Well,
not
it
get
went nowhere. Lost went nowhere.
There's just so much groundwork they have to lay.
Lost.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That wasn't funny, was it?
I
Lost?
can hear you.
Lost.
I think we both talked at the same time.
You're
Lost got
muffled.
lost. It sure did.
What else was I
They
gonna
just
say?
had to lay
Sweet.
so much with Game of Thrones. The first episode or 2, it's just like backstory and all the characters and learning who they are and who's the bad guy and who's the good guy. But then once they actually get into the plot, it is good.
Sweet. Drop your YouTube in the comments
Yay.
the link so I could put it up. And yeah, if you're welcome, you're more than welcome. I would love I don't know how many of you really are into Harry Potter, like at the fanatic level that we're at. But you're more than welcome to. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, you refuse
know,
to admit that Hagrid's a Death Eater, so I don't
That's
know how
that
big of
will
a fanatic
never.
that you are.
Those words will never
I
come
don't
out of my
think
mouth.
he's got a kind soul. I don't think he's a Death
Yeah,
Eater.
you're Kate. You're gonna. Sorry.
Shame.
I gotta send you the article, Maria. I need to find you.
Oh, Maria,
somewhere.
drop
Send
you. Maria, where's Anne? Is she up? Maybe we should school regular Kate real quick on how Hagrid's not.
Oh, good
Eater.
luck.
No, let's say
He
that for
does?
another time.
He does have a lot of, creatures he's not supposed to have. But I
Oh,
don't
it's
think
not
that
even
means
there.
that he's a
It goes
Death
way
Eater.
farther than that. It goes way farther than that.
She brings it to at the last book when he's bringing Harry in. He's in the forest, but he was captured. But we'll say that for another day.
Yeah.
Because
I
that's
gotta
The only
We're gonna
person
either
that would have
reread
had
or rewatch.
the only person that would have had Voldemort's wand for so many years would have been Hagrid, because the only people that were there when they died was Sirius, Hagrid, and his parents, and Voldemort. So someone gave Voldemort his wand back, and Sirius went to Azkaban for 12 years.
I
So
thought
the
the
only person
Malfoys.
that
I thought the Malfoys
They were
had
No,
the wand.
Wormtail had his wand.
Wormtail
Yeah.
had? Shoot, I need to go back and read these.
Okay. It doesn't matter who had his wand when he got it back. The only people that were there when he died was Hagrid, Harry's parents, and Sirius. So who
Hagrid
got
was
his
not
wand?
Hagrid was not at
close.
Lily and James's house when. when Voldemort would attack them.
He was first on the scene, though.
Maybe Wormtail was there as a little rat.
Would he have already been a rat then?
Yeah, because he learned how to be. Didn't he learn to transfigure in while he was going to Hogwarts?
Oh yeah, Scabbers. Yep.
Well, we
Or
do
not
have some
Scabbers,
spirited.
but
All right, so at
Wormtail.
least we'll have a few people in the comments for our very spirited Harry Potter debates because I feel it'll be good, and I don't want to do that now because we're already at an hour and 35 minutes when I thought it was going to be very quick.
Okay, John. So somebody that hasn't watched, so somebody that really hasn't watched the show or can't remember the show, how do we join in? Should I watch the first show and then talk
What
about
show are you talking about?
For Housewives?
Harry
Harry Potter?
Oh, Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Oh, you got to read them in order.
No,
Oh,
I
you can just do the movies. You can get close.
Yeah,
enough
you
to
can do the
movies
movies.
to know what's going on.
yeah,
I mean,
but
you can cheat and do the movies if you want to go that route.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't read. My son reads everything. My oldest, he's got books.
You know what are also great?
But
the
yes,
books-
in order, holistic.
So
Watch the movies in order.
I'll watch.
The books on tape.
Sorry, John.
Oh yeah. Do an audiobook. That'd be fun.
If you ever
You
have
can
like
do
a
it.
commute, do the
Oh,
audiobook.
really? Yeah, but I don't know if I'd like that though.
No, you'll love it. I had like the last 4 Harry Potter books on CD, and the guy who read them did every character. He's like in the Guinness World Book of Records for like doing like as many
Oh, okay.
characters. It was I used to drive to grad school 2.5 hours because I was way out at the end of Long Island. I had to drive into Queens to St. John's. It would take me 2.5 hours each way to grad school. I would put a Harry Potter book in, and by the time I got home, I would be sitting in my driveway, just continuing after being in the car for 2.5 hours of traffic,
Yeah.
just still listening to the book.
Did not. Okay, well, I will do that then because it's just I can stop at any time on my phone and add on it on my phone and all that. So I will watch.
Were you in grad
the first
school when
one,
it came
and
out?
We'll talk about it. Sorry, what was that?
No, I was finishing grad school when the last 07 Deathly Hallows came out, and that's
Okay.
when I was done finishing my last year. Yeah, so
I
that's when
I was his age every release, basically. Every year there was a book, I was Harry Potter's age.
I didn't get into it. It was actually my ex.
Cool.
I was with my ex for 10 years before Cody, and his mom was like into it. And I used to make fun of her. I'm like, you're really into this kid's book, and she would always go off and off and off about it. She's like, John, she's like, I'm gonna make you watch. And she sat me down and she made me watch the first one, and I'm like, oh, I get it. And then it was, and then I read all the books, and I was like, oh, I get it.
That's like my oldest. He has all the books. Oh yeah, I like all of it.
I have them all on my bookshelf
Yeah.
there, and then I have like the companion books, the Harry Potter. Should Dumbledore have lived? Like, oh my god,
My mom and I always read them together. We had never missed a midnight release of a book or an opening day of a movie, but she passed away before the opening day of the last movie. And I saw it in her honor, and that was always our thing. And it was super cool.
I used to love that too with my mom. We used to she used to come over and then I'd cook for her and then we'd pass out on the couch watching TV or something. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It was a super cool.
I used to
bonding
joke
thing.
with my friends, like my other, I'd be like, oh my god, please just don't let me die before I see the last Harry Potter movie. It was like a thing, and then we used to go to the movies. I'd have like all my robes on with the scarf.
Oh yeah,
I would be like in full, like embarrassing Cody. Cody wouldn't even want to be
regalia, full regalia.
all the regalia, like the robes,
theater.
the mark on the lightning mark, like I must not tell lies on my hand. Like I went full force, like. So the time turner around my neck, yeah.
You were cross-characting all over the place.
I was, I had to throw all my garb on at once to show I was like the biggest Harry Potter fan there.
I commit. Like I can be all of them at once.
I mean, our honeymoon was to Harry Potter in Orlando. So
so cool.
I cried. I literally cried. I had my big aviators on because I wasn't expecting it to be like so magical.
Oh my god.
I walked and like thank God I had like these glasses. Thank God. Nope. Thank God I had these on because Cody was like looking at me. and I was like this, and like you could like you started to see like the tears just like go this way, like you know, just,
Aw.
and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "We're actually in Hogsmeade right now. I can't see it." Like I was like, you know, and you see the castle in the background, and the I mean, I get teary eyed thinking about it now, and the train. I was like,
Beautiful.
you really
I cried
felt
for a
like you were
different
there.
reason. Yeah.
You really felt like you were there. It was like, it was really. I want to go back because there's
It's
so much more.
special. To go for your anniversary, go back.
I know we got it because they've added a lot more to it now, and I really want to go back.
I cried because we drank too much alcohol.
Got a butterbeer?
And I bought yeah, we didn't do butterbeer, but I drank too much. And then I bought one of those fancy wands that can interact with everywhere. And then I dropped it, and the thing that interacts with it shattered. And I was in like, what was it called, babe? The back alley. What's the back alley? I know what it
Diagon.
is.
Diagon.
No, the back one, the bad one.
Nocturne.
Nocturne. So I was
There
in
you
like
go.
their little nocturne alley, and I dropped it, and I just started crying because I was like, my wand doesn't work anymore. But then I took it
Did
to
you wait
them, the
online for
store.
4 hours, like to get the wand to do it?
I did, but then I took it back to them, and I was like, I broke it, and they were like, oh, reparo, and then they just went and got me a new one and gave me a new one, and it was all
There
silly.
you go.
Yeah, they were like, it's fine.
Yeah, I wanted to do like to go into Ollivander's and like the wand experience, but like it was like a 4 hour wait, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
me?
wait,
I just sent you a message.
Yeah, that's you.
Maria, I hit you in the
Oh my God, you look so good.
I just sent you a picture of me as Professor McGonagall.
Oh my God. Okay, so Maria, I just sent you a private chat for your Instagram because
Oh.
I want to send you a link, and I
Okay.
also want to see that too.
I gotta dig out like my old Harry
My
Potter
son!
pictures.
There's Harry Potter. I don't know if you can see him.
That's awesome.
He was so little.
So small.
So cute. So small.
Mine are still small. It's fun.
That's my 19-year-old. That's not my 24-year-old, but
I'm trying to see if I even have it. I don't even know where I would have those pictures.
You sent
Until I old my
Oh, I'm
MySpace.
gonna be 51.
My MySpace. Let's open the crypt.
Is that even still going?
No, I mean you can maybe still find yours. I've heard of people that found their old ones, but I can't.
That's
find
the
my
one
old
thing
ones.
I miss. Like I had all those pictures on MySpace, and like I would only upload them to there, and like those are all gone. That's what annoying.
is MySpace gone?
Oh man, sweet.
I think I deleted my account though.
But did you buy her the wand, Sweets and Beyond? Ollivander picked her, but did you buy her the wand that she got chosen for?
Who, me?
No, Sweets and Beyond. She got picked by the Harry Potter show by Ollivander.
Oh,
But did she buy her daughter the wand that Ollivander picked, or that chose her daughter, I should say?
hey, I'm live right now. Do you hold on, guys? Hold on 1 second.
It's Bravo.
Oh, could you imagine? That would be so exciting.
Nice,
I don't see the
nice,
message,
sweet.
though. I don't see the message.
It's in the private chat on StreamYard. I just said,
Oh, on StreamYard.
hey, I don't know
Such
how
a
else
ding
to
dong.
text you.
Are you on Instagram?
Oh, you on my Instagram? Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I
Nice.
can send you an article. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm Maria Wasserline on Instagram.
I think
Okay.
I saw you. I think I added you. I'm not sure.
I don't know how to spell that,
think
but I'll
so.
figure it out.
It'll come up.
You don't have to do it on here. Yeah, I'm sure.
I can. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you came right up.
I've been doing edible flowers now, and they're so much fun.
Edible flowers.
Yes.
Like, they're just regular flowers that just happen to be the ones you can eat?
Yes. But they're mostly like herbs too and stuff like that, you know.
Do you give me a recipe on how to eat them, or am I just supposed to just stick them in my mouth, just a whole flower?
You can just put them in whatever you want, drinks or what, cold, hot, or food or
Oh,
whatever.
see, I would need instructions because I'm afraid of eating flowers. I like the idea, but my mind, I just can't wrap my mind around it.
You know what?
Do you guys-
And you're right, because a lot of people, they don't, like they don't say if it is or not, so then you don't know, right? But yeah. I'm excited because I got into 2 retail stores here in Canada, And
That's
I
cool.
passed the test in one, and they have multiple stores. And then the second one, I passed the test so far, so I'm happy. So I've been growing.
That's exciting.
That's
Canada's the
awesome.
wild frontier out there. They're crazy winters. I just sent it to you, Maria, so you might need to check
Okay.
your message request. But it is the article about why Hagrid is a Death Eater that you can read at your leisure before our live.
There we go. Okay, I see it.
Then
now.
everyone else has to wait, and we will discuss on our live. But it makes
Okay,
solid
we
points.
can discuss it.
It makes solid points. Obviously,
Ugh.
I am no.
Do you
canon
believe
god.
it? Do you believe
Yes.
what you read? It was
Yes,
that compelling.
I read a whole thesis on it. This is just some website. When I searched it, and it made most of the points. I read an academically written paper about it and like dissecting it. John
Who's
still
sitting
hasn't
down
read
for
it.
breaking news? That
Hagrid
was
is a
my
Death Eater.
that was my connection.
Oh, your interview.
No one knows this.
Your interview.
Let's hear it.
I was just
What did Andy
told
Cohen say?
that Hamza and Memphis are filming for Happily as we speak.
Of course they are.
Already? That was
As we speak. So you mean today?
So they're going to be, and that's what, because usually it's before the 90 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's Happily. That's why Happily isn't in the time slot usually is. That's why Happily's been pushed back. That her and Hamza are filming for Happily, and that would make a whole lot of sense why all of a sudden his sister shut up.
Yep.
Yeah, cease and desist or whatever.
And
it
why-
is there.
And why
Yeah.
Hamza will throw
NDA.
old pictures up. Yeah, he'll throw
Breaking
pictures
news.
up with Memphis.
Yeah, TLC got all of our.
Where's your other one? Your other one.
I
Do
have
you
stuff
think
all over.
Do you think that the ex-husband is going to be on it? He would have to be, right?
Probably. I would think so. And I also had a thought about the leakage. Laura.
What do you
Laura
mean?
leaked them.
You think Laura leaked them?
Oh, what? Laura's never done anything shisty before online?
I mean, she has for sure.
I don't think she'd do it without
But-
credit.
It's just, she probably had permission.
She was a.
I mean, she was.
I mean, this
Let's
was
not forget
a
that
week
Laura
later?
she was there with Laura last week, and then all these texts are coming out. Oh man, what a day!
I want to be skeptical, but you're right a lot. So
John, a lot of the time. He's like, aren't you there?
So
I have heard that the reason that they walked off is because they're filming for Happily, but that didn't make sense because that's happened before.
It does kind of make sense that Sean was okay with it. Like, they're okay, see you later, get well, you know.
yeah, I heard Memphis said that the reason that she left was because her sister, who she hasn't seen since she was 4, was suddenly there. And I'm like, why would that mean that you would leave the tell-all and act like you were sick? So her story didn't make any sense, but she did show a picture of her reunion with her sister.
And the person that just called me has never lied to me, and has everything they've ever told me has been 100% true. So, I
just want to see the ex-husband. I want to see the
As far as
ex-husband.
Laura leaking it,
I looked. I swore that there was a
saying that's
picture
a
of the ex. Sorry.
I'm
I swear
not
there
saying
was a-
Laura is the one that leaked it. I'm just saying I think that Laura is the one that leaked it. I think that Memphis was there with her. They're like, oh, Tunisian men suck. Laura's like, oh, I know how to work the internet. What do you need? I'll make it better for you. And I mean, that's just how it's playing out in my head, but it sounds right to me. So I don't know.
There was a picture of the ex-husband that was leaked of Memphis and her ex-husband, but now that I'm searching it, I can't find it anywhere. So it had to have been like taken down or something had to have happened. But he's like twice as tall as her and super hot and
Yes, you've
Now I
already
can't
said
find
that
it.
he's hot as hell, Kate. You've already said that.
Yeah. Well, now I feel bad because if I find it and I just saw it bleeding and I'm like, wow, he was hotter than I thought he'd be. I don't know. He was hot when I saw it. And I thought, oh, really? Memphis got that? But I don't know how hot. Now that I can't check myself.
Well,
But I don't
this
know
has
if his
been a
pictures were deleted.
fun little
Would he be
live.
on the new season?
Well,
What?
you know, like, you know, that's the thing, you know, like when you have a kid with somebody in history, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's impossible to think that they had intercourse or whatever.
I gotta find my breaking news meme. Hold on.
He got a little hot one night, you know, and he was crying about something and, you know, kind of like put it into there for
Just like Ella. Whoops.
little massage, little rub here and there.
Things. I don't know. I don't think I've ever accidentally had sex with somebody. I think they were all on purpose. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't think I've accidentally ever done that either. I don't know.
Tell.
I mean, I could have been drunk. I don't know. How do you
I mean,
do,
like-
accidentally? Do you just slip into somebody? Like, how does that happen accidentally? Like, do you just trip and fall inside somebody? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that.
Like baseball.
I think it's more proper for women to accidentally decide to have sex than it is for men to accidentally decide to have sex.
I guess it would be easier for women.
That
you
sounds
know.
slipping and falling in somebody forcefully sounds a little different.
All right, I think we're good. We're at 2 hours.
Yeah.
And if
I like that. I like that we got people to come up.
What?
I just like that we got people to come up. It's been so hard
Yeah.
lately.
I'll
guys need to
do
come up.
that more often.
I'm finally
fun.
not blocked from his chat now that I made a new YouTube.
You were never blocked. It was Google's fault. I swear to God, I looked at everything. I promise you. There's no reason why I'd ever have you blocked.
I
And
even
in fact, I
messaged
was like,
YouTube
"Where's my
too,
rings
and they
and
were
cake?"
like, "Yeah." I messaged YouTube too, and they were like, "Nothing's wrong." And I'm like, "But there is something wrong."
All right. I'm not gonna do an after show because I'm really pushing it.
This was basically had an after show right in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
Tomorrow night we will do a head hag. We'll do nuts and board if you're still here. We'll do canasta tomorrow night.
What's canasta?
And canasta is the card game that me and nuts and board are rivals at. I've won every match we've played, and she's bitter about it. So it's okay.
Oh, okay.
And by every match, the one card game we've played together, but I am the sole winner. So I'm going to take that win and run with it. So I want to thank everybody again for being here, for entertaining me. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you guys for being up here with me. Today was actually great. So
good.
You should
Yeah,
probably do an
there's-
after show.
I just better say a prayer. Usually when I say things like that, you know. But thank you guys so much. Tomorrow night we will do, I promise, head hag night, and I'm sure we'll be live at some point tomorrow because I don't think this is ending anytime soon.
Yay!
And also tomorrow night, we're gonna do a Housewives roundup. Also, where are my Housewives people? Sweet, if you want to come up for that, you're more than welcome. I hope Ann can be there. Lily,
I'm a
there's so much
Housewives people.
There's so much Housewives stuff going on right now, and it's really good stuff. So that'll be also tomorrow night, Housewives roundup. All right, guys, I am done. I am tired. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. And I will see you all tomorrow.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.